And we are live. Hello everyone, this is the Void Executive and welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. So, I'd say maybe possibly today can be an exciting day for the following reason. If everything goes well, we may as well be able to essentially finish the 7th mask that we have established for the project. Although I am not sure if we'll manage to finish it in time. It depends on how long it will take, but the different elements that are remaining, they are not that hard to make, nor it will take long to complete. Pretty much like with the previous mask that we did, it was pretty straightforward. If we manage to finish it in this stream, we'll place it on the face of the god, and depending on how much time is left, we may also be able to make the final art for the god itself. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so let me just show you guys the progress that we've made so far. It is just right where we left off yesterday, and it went surprisingly fast in terms of progress and shading. There's still plenty of things to change, to consider, but I think that the way we are progressing is fast enough that I think we'll be able to finish this one. My prediction, which may or may not be wrong, is I think we'll manage to finish the entire design and place it in front of the face of the god. But I don't think we'll manage to create the final image of the god itself. I think that one will be left for the next stream, which is on Monday. which will also be an opportunity for me to make a proper celebration, let's say, for the occasion, since we've come a long way since we first started this channel with this big project in mind. Then once we'll finish the main art for the god, it doesn't mean that the project itself is finished. There's still a lot of art to make, but it's secondary to it. So I won't be dedicating all of our weekly streams to that project alone. So after we've done the main art for the god that will be present in the character selection screen, I think we'll dedicate 2 streams to the project, and 2 other streams will do some other random stuff. Because the remaining art that we need to do for certain is the 8th mask from the person who joined later in the project, and then all of the different art pieces for the supplicant, which is the main agent. But before I do any of that, we need to finish this mask in particular, this one here, do the main art for the god, but that one will be very straightforward to make. It will be pretty easy. And then after that I will make a stream in which we'll play the game itself. It will be an entire stream dedicated to the game, so I can show you the different mechanics, how it works, all of the different gameplay features, the mods, modding support, so you guys have a better understanding on how the mod will work once implemented in the main game. So I'd say enough chit chat. I think we can jump right back into the project and bring this mask to its full glory. Now, let me fix with the appropriate music. There we go. One of the reasons I may not be able to do the other key art in time is that it's possible that I may need to end the stream a little bit early than usual. That's kinda how can I say it? It's more prevalent in the Saturday streams, because I'll have to meet someone later. I have some stuff to do, so I may have to end the stream just a little bit earlier because the place where I need to go is pretty far away. But that's perfectly fine. So first thing I noticed here, looking back at the mask, is that the shape of the chainmail is a bit different. So I was thinking of, wait, first let me remove this part over here. I think we can do it like this. And now let me also remove this. this part of the sketch. Hello, welcome to the stream and welcome to the company, of course. How you doing? Hope your Saturday has been quite pleasant so far. Feeling fantastic. Good. I am pretty full of energy as well. Usually in the Saturday streams I am still quite ready for any stream that I make. Usually the streams I have are in the evening, but during Saturdays they are more chill, and usually they last very quickly because they are more straightforward, fresher mind, stuff like that. Today may be a pretty exciting day because we may be able to finish this 7th mask, which means that we'll be able to finish the final key art for this project. Now I just need to make some adjustments. I see, that's interesting. I may be a little bit terrible with names. Are you new to the channel? If you are, if you want, I can give you some context to what we are doing over here. Things like that. Totally up to you though. Yeah, so basically there is this little strategy game called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. It's quite it's not a well-known game, but it's a game in which you play as one of the available eldritch gods, and your objective is to bring the end of the world in a randomly generated fantasy realm. And it's a game that has modding support on Steam using the Steam Workshop. And what I'm doing right now is that I'm working alongside with other people, and we are making this group project in which we are making this custom god, which will be available on the workshop once it's ready. Everyone else is making the coding part, while I am the one responsible for the artistic process. Each god in the game has different powers and abilities and playstyles. Yeah, we are modding a fantasy game. It's one of those strategy games with the hexagon style board. Let me show you how it looks like, more or less. This is how the screen looks like when you are playing the game. As you have a limited amount of turns to win the game, and this is the randomly generated world with different countries and kingdoms, different cities. Yeah, turn-based strategy game. It's purely single player, and essentially there's different kingdoms with different rulers and settlements and cities, and what you need to do is use these people, which are called agents, and each agent has different abilities and different stats, and you use them to infiltrate and corrupt the world to facilitate your awakening, which happens after each amount of turns. One of the seals break, and as more seals break, you obtain more power and abilities. And as the awakening draws near, you have the main obstacle, which is the Chosen One, which is a hero that will try to talk to rulers and to other heroes to try and convince them. First, they let them know of your existence and then convince them to join his cause in trying to stop you. So it's a bit of a battle against time in which you try to win the game before the Chosen One can stop you. The channel lore, it will be more clear in the future, because I am whenever I'm not streaming, I'm working on a channel trailer. But the general vibes of the channel lore is that this is a company in the void, and since in the void there isn't, it's the void, it's basically empty. We need to explore other worlds and create them from corporate gain. I am the executive of this company. Right now it's a really small company. I just made the channel a month ago, but I'm sure that over time more and more employees will join our cause. Hello, welcome to the stream. Glad you appreciate. I hope you like the content that we are making over here. Hey, thank you for the follow. Also, hello TA from YouTube. Yeah, for those who are interested, I am multi-streaming both for Twitch and YouTube. In the YouTube channel, you'll have the VODs saved for each stream that I'm making, and I'm also making some YouTube shorts with general art advice for those who are interested. And once I'll finish the channel trailer, since I'm having a lot of fun making this trailer for this streaming career, I think that I found something to do with regular YouTube videos instead of making just live streams over there, which is maybe make some animated shorts, just like I'm doing it right now with the channel trailer, but do some animated shorts that may expand on the lore and have some wacky characters and things like that. I think it may be pretty interesting. Okay, now I think we need to work a bit more on these spikes over here, because I can tell how they need some love, let's say. Let's see what can be an appropriate brush. So the way we are working on this mask, this is one of the 7 to 8 masks that we've done so far. And for each one I made initially a very rough sketch to determine the overall design, and now I've been redrawing them from scratch using these sketches as a reference to draw them in the correct position. Thank you. I mean, this one is still pretty rough. It's something I want to avoid. For example, here some things are very approximate. There's a lot of lines from the sketch on top of it. Here I'll try to make it so these lines of the sketches are as less visible as possible. Which got me thinking, I could try and do some... let me try and do some photo bashing. I will quickly switch to Pinterest so I can show you guys the process that I use, because I want to show also the parts of my process in which I search for images and stuff like that. Let me simply... There we go. So now I'll be looking for some rough metal images, which we'll use to add some texture to the spikes. Something like this. Maybe not this grainy in terms of quality. Let's try with some armor. Always interesting to have an artist's process, yeah. For anyone who wants to learn something new or anything along those lines, they are more than welcome to ask for any tips or tricks, and I'll do my best to give you my own perspective. Let's try something more corroded, but nothing too much. Maybe like have this rusty texture, and then we'll change the colors to match the metal that we need. So now if I go back to here, we have this neat little texture, and we'll simply do something like... First I'll duplicate it so I have a backup. I'll make this one black and white. Now let me see if it looks good if I just plaster on top of it like this and then make it let me see. Yeah, maybe an overlay texture. Let's see how... Yeah, it gives that roughness that can be useful. Now let me do and apply the same to the main body of the crown. If I find it. Okay, it's this one. Maybe move it. There we go. You see how it adds much more detail compared to using only brushes. Thank you. Yeah, The interesting part about using digital art is that with each layer you can give it some blending modes. Each one has their own purpose, and for this one in particular we are using the, so this is how it looks normally, and then there are different filters that each one has a different method to how they behave with whatever layer is below them. And for this one in particular we are using the overlay feature, which is in this case subtle enough to not be too destructive, because there are some filters which are pretty strong and can easily ruin a piece if you are not careful and need to tweak it a little bit. So now that we have this texture which will be applied regardless, now we can work more into detail with the lighting, because now we won't need to worry about having to create the texture ourselves with the brush strokes, because half of it is already taken care of by the texture that we have added. Now it's just a matter of trying to make each spike be visually appealing and visible in terms of depth between one another. So avoid having things like here where it's a bit unclear which is which. Maybe avoid having tangents, which is something we always need to try and avoid like the plague. So maybe have something like this. Okay. Let me adjust something here. We need to make the top of this crown as dark as possible on the top. Yeah, so this technique is called photo bashing, in which right now what I did was pretty simple and straightforward, but usually can be much more complex. It's a method used by many artists, especially in big productions where you have deadlines and you need to do lots of art very quickly. So you use photos and change them to obtain an effect that you want to replicate in a short amount of time. It's something that we've been using for this project as well, to achieve very specific effects without having to go crazy trying to replicate them using only brushes. Sometimes I zoom out to see how well it looks overall, because one thing we need to avoid is being too focused on the details, because then you forget to consider the whole picture, which is the most important part. The details are only useful if they are beneficial to the entire picture. If the entire picture doesn't look right, then having a bunch of details becomes pretty much useless. Okay, let me go back here, because earlier I made a mistake in which I drew the spikes in the layer where they were not supposed to be spikes. So let me fix just that. And then I could try and work over here with a bit more detail. So this part needs to be very dark so it doesn't get confused with the rest of the spikes. And then for each crevice, make it particularly dark. Maybe do something over here as well. It's time for the company's mandatory coffee break. See you later, boss. No problem. See you later. Okay, let's see how the spikes look right now. Much better, I would say. Yeah, something like that. Although we need to make these spikes more spiky. So what we need to do is simply trim a little bit. Also, let me get rid of this sketch over here, which isn't doing us any good at the moment. Or I could try to do, let's see if I can make something smart about it. I am a new viewer. Hello, welcome to the company. How has your Saturday been? I hope it went really well. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to the company, of course. This one is a pretty chill stream so far, making good progress in this art for a game that I'm making. I mean, sorry, I'm not making a game, I am making a mod for a game along with other people. In which we are making an eldritch god for a mod that will be available on the Steam Workshop. Big head, yeah. For now I am trying to make these spikes even more spiky. Maybe this one is a bit too long. What does it do? Oops. So this is for a game called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. And in this game you essentially choose an eldritch god and bring the end of the world. And in this mod that we are making, we are essentially designing a god that will be available and playable on the Steam Workshop. And in this god, it's a god that changes masks, and each mask gives you a different powers and abilities. And this is one of the masks that we've been making. This is the 7th one we've made so far. Then I will show you guys all of the other ones that we have created. The other people are making the game mechanics and the code for this mod, while I am the one making the art. Does he has full body yet? Yes. This is the main body of the god, which is this one here. So it's essentially this is the main body with an empty face, and in the game whenever you select a different mask it will appear in front of the face. I'll show you the different masks that we have completed so far. Something like this. Like this. And now we are making this one. I'm making a higher resolution version, and once it's completed we'll shrink it down and place it in front of the face. Hello, welcome to the stream. And we are reaching a conclusion, or to be more precise, not a conclusion on the entire project, but a major milestone, because after this mask is completed, we'll make the main art of the god, which is what you'll be able to see in the god selection screen, which will have the main body and something that kinda shows every mask but without having the entire head for each singular mask. Does he has a name? For the god itself I don't think so, but there is a name for each mask that we are making. This one in particular is called the Reaper of the Equinox. Each mask revolves around certain game mechanics, which I will explain in a particular stream, in which I'll show the game itself and explain to you guys all of the different game mechanics, so you have a better understanding on how this mod will work. Okay, now I want to clean up a little bit because I am noticing how there's many areas which are a bit tainted by the sketch on top of it, which is something I want to avoid. What if the body has a name and it's the holder of the masks? Don't know much yet. Yeah, basically that's the idea. So when you select the main god, it will have a name on its own. And then once you are in game and you need to select all of the different masks, they will have their own name. I need to check because we have a shared Google document with all of the different features and mechanics of the god and the different masks. But I need to check if we have established a name for it yet. But I don't think so. I'm not too sure. And basically there are different people working on this project, and each person has their own or is working on their own mask, and they gave me a brief description on how and what they do, and based on that description I made the design for each mask, essentially. Now I just need to be a bit more precise with some things. But yeah, now I think I'm confident, but I don't want to jinx it, that we'll be able to finish this mask in particular within the stream. But I don't want to be overly confident about it. Want to try and replicate a particular effect from a reference I am using, which has this very dark and at the same time shiny metal. I'm making everything on a separate layer so I can have a backup and see which one works best. Okay, something maybe like this. We'll try, in this case, we'll try to replicate the metal texture using the brushes, because I think adding the actually let me try something. Doesn't hurt to try every now and then. So can do something like yeah, you see how it's just a bit too much over here, so we can either not use it at all or try to tweak some things. Maybe something like this. I lost connection. I'm turning on the bell notification to see you next time. Oh yeah, no problem. For general schedule, I stream 4 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. From the hours is usually from 8:30 p.m. with the exception of Saturday, which is 3 p.m. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you next time. If you want to know exactly when the next stream is going to be, you can either check the schedule on the description of the YouTube channel, or if you go to the Twitch channel, in the description there is a countdown which tells you when the next stream is going to be. But yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. Now here I think we need to yeah, maybe something like this can work. We need to make this area over here darker because it's more covered from the chainmail around it. Make this area just a little bit darker to give some more edge to it. Now let's see how it looks like this. Yeah, I think this area is just a little bit too bright, so we need to fix that. Yeah, now let me just do a copy of this. Let's see before and after. Yeah, it's definitely better. Oops. Although I think we can tweak a little bit how the rusty parts are shown. Or not? Okay. Now, I think one part that needs some love and attention is the chainmail over here, which I think is a bit more, it's a bit too soft in terms of edges. I think I can try to add the same exact thing. Maybe make it more. No, I don't think it doesn't do justice. Let me see if I can find some chainmail texture to slap on top of it. Maybe something like... something like this. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, something like this. Now let's just duplicate it. Make this one overlay. Make it match the angle. And then maybe I could try make this one normal. Maybe this one have it on multiply. Oh. Let's see before and after. Yeah, it's much better like this. Maybe not have it this strong effect. Maybe I can try to make it less prominent in the darker areas. Let's see. And then do the same thing for the other side. Maybe this side is a bit too bright. Let me see if I can change it. And then do it again, but this time for the back. So for here, make it an overlay, and then maybe make it not as bright. Okay. I think this one looks already very, very nice. Let me just save it real quick. And now I think we can rotate the image and start working on these other special effects. Which should be fairly easy to make. So, let me just check something real quick. Okay. Now, for these things in particular, they shouldn't be too hard to make. Although we still need to be not too hasty about it. So I think we can simply do let's see how I can do it. Because I want to avoid making it try to draw it by hand, because it may be too boring. So now we have the ellipse tool, which is perfect for what we need to make. This one, then we duplicate it. And then use the line tool, although I think I need to make it smaller. Oops. Let me rasterize these layers, merge them, delete these parts, and then maybe do something like this. There we go. More or less. We got it. We got the sketch of this ring thingy. Now it's just a matter of making it full of color. Okay, something like this. Oh, forgot to remove the other part. Let me fix it right away. There we go. And now we simply color it how we want. Okay. And now we'll do another layer and add all of these corroded spikes of some sort. We'll be using the lasso tool for that. Maybe do something like this, and then let's make it blend color for now. Ooh, what have I done? Okay. Okay, no, let's make them with a dark color, then we'll do it. We'll do a second one for down here. Okay. I think here we need to change a little bit. Same over here. And now we make it the same gradient, more or less. As for this one, I think we'll change the way it works. And here, yeah, I think we need to work a bit more on this spot. I mean, I think we can apply the same corroded metal effect on the entire entire ring. Yeah. I think this one works very well like this. Now let me see if I can do something in particular, but Okay. Then here, I think we can. Maybe something here on the top. Yeah, something like that. I think this can work. Although I think these ones on the back need to be more work done. Mostly for the silhouette. Okay. Now we need to add the chains, which let's see how well they may look. We'll try to use the brush that we already have for the chains, which is this one here. Now I'll try to make them very loose, very straightforward. First I'll try to make the ones in front, and then I'll make the ones on the back. Now we simply lock them in place. Oh wait, sorry, first I want to do this. There we go. We lock them in place. And now we simply make the lighting for the different chains. maybe add this layer on top of the chains as well. Let me save real quick. Now, let me just flip the image for now and do a very short water break. Let me just flip it, this one here. Okay. Now, I'll do a quick water and bathroom break. I'll be right back. Just a matter of a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Now, we are getting ever closer to a final result. Let me simply do something like this. There we go. Now we have these chains, but I think I want to shade them properly, like how a chain would be properly made. It may be a bit tedious, but I think the end result will be worth it. I think I'll be doing just that. Or, I don't know. Maybe let's see if it works if I use some photo bashing with individual chains. Maybe something like this. Let's try it out. So we have this image of a chain. What I think I'm going to do is make this one smaller and make it more or less the same size. Then I'll simply separate the chain with the rest of the image. Like so. Then I will duplicate it. Like so. And then we'll simply change it where needed. And we'll repeat the process with each chain. May take a little while, but I think the end result will be pretty nice, I think. Oops. Wrong thing. Okay. warp. These small changes are they are small enough that the chain doesn't get distorted too much. Okay, and then one last chain placed like this. Now we merge everyone together. We delete this area that we don't need. Let me find it. Oh, I forgot to merge these ones. Wait, I made a mistake once again. I'm sorry. Okay, this one is the right level to use. There we go. Now let's leave it to normal. We can try to remove these ones temporarily. Make a copy of this one, and now we'll make them the right color. And now with a broad brush, we'll apply the lights and shadows. Yeah, I think that's already better than having this one. with some color dodge. Maybe that's a bit too powerful, but yeah, I think this one is already quite a nice upgrade. Start with a softer brush. Yeah, I think this part can be considered done. Now we need to make final adjustments over here, add the remaining spikes over here, and then it's made some adjustments here as well. There are still some minor things we'll need to change, but overall we are about to reach a conclusion. So first let me change here. Just a little bit of highlights. Then this part we need to totally remove because this part will be open. Although we need to be a bit careful and not making too confusing over here. I think we can. Make only this first part. Visible, and then the rest kind of soften down. And do the same thing on top. Let me check the values. Okay, I think we need one final layer on top of it with some multiply, and then darken this area just a bit more. Same over here. Actually, let me try instead something like this. And make this area slightly darker, and then same thing over here. And I think now, as a final touch over here, we add some shadows where needed. Same over here. Let's save. Okay. Now I think these spikes over here need some love. As in, I think I will duplicate these spikes over here. Make them a bit different. And then make them darker. Yeah, I think this one gives a better effect. Okay, now only this part over here. And then we'll place it in front of the face, thus concluding the 7 initial masks that we have designed. then we'll make the final art for the god, and then in the other streams I will showcase the game and then do all of the other art stuff for the mod, which includes the 8th mask that we need to design still, and all of the other, and then other minor artworks. So let's go back here. And now we need to make this one over here. Although I'm not sure if I should do it. Yeah. The sooner I make it, the better. So actually, let me just do something smart. I think I'll just grab this one, paste it over here, and then work on it. Hello, welcome again to the stream. We are about to finish the 7th mask, which then will allow us to make the final art for the god. How has your day been? Hope it went well. Okay. We are about to do the final stretch. Which I think will be quite interesting, to say the least. Can really stay, but I do have to say that the art is scrumptious. I'm glad it is. Simply try my best to make it as good as possible. Especially given the importance, at least for me, that this project has. We still have plenty of time to both implement this final mask, and I think to also make the final art for the god, the official art. Now I just need to this part more appealing, but I have returned. Welcome back. I am temporarily switching to Twitch since the YouTube chat is currently a little bugged out for me. Fair enough, no problem. Thank you for the follow. Always appreciated. Yeah, one thing that I am noticing, I don't know if it's because of the algorithm or whatever, but I am having more users from YouTube lately. I've been told that the Twitch, it's a bit harder to really pop off compared to YouTube, but that's okay. I think for me YouTube is the best option overall for many different reasons. First, because it's a platform that you can also upload videos and stuff like that. Plus, it has the algorithm, which I've been told it can be really effective if you are consistent with your content, which is pretty nice. Whereas on Twitch, I don't think there is anything like that. I know that YouTube doesn't have stuff like hype trains or bits and stuff like that, but there are some equivalents which make it kinda the same. Let's see. Oops. Almost there. Oh, I think I messed up the size of the canvas. Let me fix it. One moment. Technical difficulties. In a second. And sorry, wrong stuff. There we go. Yeah, YouTube is better in general since you can make other forms of content instead of being locked to only streaming. Yeah, exactly. Plus there's the algorithm thing, which really helps if it works as intended, of course. YouTube chat finally fixed. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, it may not be it may not have the same features in terms of streaming compared to Twitch, but everything else I think is well worth it, if you ask me. Okay. I think that we are finished. with this one. What do you think? It's quite an improvement from this other one. Now, let me simply fix it. Every part of this will be the high resolution version. You can turn off the sketch underneath, and now we make a copy, make it a smart object, which is very important and one of the main important features for Photoshop and digital painting and stuff. And now we can simply enable our body. And now let me activate one of the other masks we've done just to establish more or less the size to give. Progress has been incredible, thank you. And even in this case, it was a pretty fast one despite the overall complexity. Much like this one over here, we only took 2 streams to do it. Okay, maybe something like this. Let's see how well it looks. Oh, maybe something. Oh, wait, I forgot. Sorry, it's not finished. Not finished at all. We need to. I forgot a very important part, which is something very quick. These spikes over here, totally forgot about them. Good thing I noticed it now, as we were about to do the big change. Floating spikes. These should be very easy to make. It's just a matter of the idea is to have them like floating blades. 2, 3. And I have only been here since the sun mask. How long did the others ones take? Around at least 3 to 4 streams, more or less. So nothing too crazy, but to make this version here. As for the sketches like this, I took 1 stream per mask. And now we simply do very, very easy coloring like this. With a little bit of multiply on this side since it's darker. But yeah, overall, up until this point, this project has been going on for almost 2 months now, with regular streams following the schedule. It's been very fun doing all of this. Just one final touch over here. Okay. Maybe I should change the position of some of these spikes, but maybe make this one just a little bit longer, and this one maybe something like this. And maybe this one a bit closer. It's good that it was fun, since that kind of at the point of making mods for games in general. Yeah, it also was a big opportunity because it's a game that I really that I particularly like, even if it's not really that known as a game compared to others. Like it's a very very unknown game, but it's always heartwarming to see a few dedicated people who want the games to succeed and are willing to reach this level of dedication to the point of making one mod for the game altogether. Okay, now with these spikes it really looks badass, I think. The reason these spikes were important is because when an artist makes some artwork, it's really important to guide the eye to a focus point and these spikes point in the direction of the face, so the eye is automatically drawn to the focal point. Same with the spikes over here, they point. It's at the beginning you need to reflect a little bit more, but then it becomes automatic. So for instance here the focal point is the face, and I use different methods to grab the attention into that area, which is the eyes, the direction of the spikes over here that point towards the mask, the lines of the crown, the direction of the chains. If you think about analyzing this way the images you find, if it's a well-made image, you will notice these sorts of tricks to guide the eye into a specific focus point. Now we have the high resolution version, and now we can officially place it where it needs to be. Let's make it more or less the same size for the face. Let's see in confronting the others if they are more or less the same size. Yeah, I'd say this. Maybe I need to change the size of some of these, I think. For example, this one, I don't know. Because it may be possible that the others are a bit too... Actually no, I think the size is more or less the same. And I think I need to make this one just a little bit smaller. There we go. Remove this one. Now it looks kinda ugly because there is the light over here that's interfering. So we'll do what we need to do with all of the other masks that we've done, which is the black void behind, and then add some special effects that will reflect the overall theme of this particular mask. I think in this case we can try to make different blades come out of it, of this portal thingy. Let's see. We can try some photo bashing for it in order to make it pretty quick and painless. Let me see. Or maybe something like... Okay, let me try something like this. Something like this halo, but... we get rid of this. Actually, let me just select the color range. There we go. Make it extra dark, and then we can duplicate. Maybe do something like this. And we temporarily make it a lighter color. And what about blue glowing patches similar to the eyes? Usually when I place something behind it, it's something that has a similar shapes to the overall silhouette of the mask. We'll add some more effects. So after we add this one, we'll do some adjustments for the lighting and shadows where necessary. Maybe make something glow a bit more from the eyes and things like that. But we'll do that at the very end. Okay, so we try to do something like this. And then add that same texture. And then we simply work on it. Maybe do something like this. It needs to be more subtle. So I think I'll try to do something very high contrast, but then make it darker and maybe even smaller. It doesn't need to interfere too much with the original shape. Because now it's getting too similar to here, and this is where now the lighting comes into play. Let's try with this one. Now we can use the lighting to our advantage. Especially for these areas. And then down here we do the opposite. Maybe increase this one as well, just a little bit. Maybe add some more foggy edges. So before and after. Yes, but I think the light is too colored. Let's try make it with a more neutral light. Something like here. And now, okay, let me find, okay, maybe just a little bit smaller still for the head. Let's see now. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. And now for the final effects, I think I may add some smoke, like some soul smoke. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Oops. Now this is obviously too much, so we can do something of What do you think? Do you think it's fitting, or maybe it's a bit too much? What I was thinking previously was the smoke coming out of the portal thing. Oh, I usually prefer to keep the portal area kind of dark, so that the face is more highlighted. Something I did in the others as well. So something like here, here. Actually, I think this one would be maybe a mask we need to not revisit, because this is the final design, but add something more to it than what's its especially the effect behind it, because the other ones are way more complex in terms of detail. So I think this one is pretty much complete, I would say. Now let me simply go back, because this one is the very first one we've made, and we weren't really sure on what to make of it yet. So we just need to add that little extra effect to make it really pop off. And in order to make it fast and efficient, I think I will do something like this. I'll duplicate these ones, which will be ugly. Okay. Behind. And then, so we have these things. Let's see what we can do. And then these ones, I will make them somewhat darker. Maybe something like this, but with a blue, deep blue tint maybe. Let me do simply this one, colorize, make it very saturated. Then we add some color balance, and the highlights, we make them become more aligned, and the shadows more of a deep blue. Something like that. Now maybe I can delete these parts. So it will be something like this, but it's obviously too bright. So I will simply do something like this. Already looks quite nice, doesn't it? And then maybe yeah, I think something like this is way better than just not having anything. I can't really make many suggestions in general since I'm not an artist. Oh, it's okay. Like, some suggestions can be useful. For example, the glowing eyes of this one here. They were a suggestion which I never considered. Then I tried it and it worked, so I implemented it. I do agree that now it's better with the new background, yeah. Yeah, because it has the same level of detail as the other ones. Which was something I said I would have considered once I reached once I completed everyone. I said I would make a general comparison between each mask to make sure that every mask is on the same level of detail, to avoid having one looking better than the other. Now let me do something instead for this top part over here. Oh, okay, it's this one then. Just to make the top a little bit more a little bit brighter, just to make sure it has some detail. Okay, yeah. Now it's way better looking, I think. Let me just check if the values are okay, which they are for the most part. Maybe only this part over here which needs... There's this very bright spot that we don't need. So, now we have each mask of the initial 7. There will be an 8th one, but we'll do it another time, completed. So oh, I forgot to place this in the same folder. Let me fix it. There we go. Now we have in order from the oldest to the newest: the Steward of the Hoarfrost, the Lady of the Autumn Rot, the Niece of Blooming Fields, the Painter of Winds, the Uncle of the Harvest, the Patriarch of the Sun, and last but not least, the Reaper of the Equinox. So now we have these 7 finished masks. Now, the only... Oh, first I want to do this one, which is we need to make the test on how it would look like when placed, when it will be present in game. I'll show you what I mean. So now we have the test over here. We place it with the rest. We apply the mask. So this one is the corner that's over here, which is how it would look like when it would be in this corner. And we need to make it look nice with each mask to make sure that they don't clip out or anything like that. So we place it more or less like here. And voila. So each version, when you select the respective mask, they will have this appearance. Oh yeah, I need to remake this one, but that's okay. To remake, this is how they will appear when selecting each mask. I feel like this one needs to be just a little bit bigger. Let me see if I can fix it. Just a smidge. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. Now, we still have more or less 30 minutes. I don't know if we'll manage to use all of them to make the final art for the god, which is essentially the equivalent of this one. So this is how the gods look like in the character selection screen. And now we need to essentially make this version. And in order to do that, I think in order to make things a bit easier and less heavy, I will simply make a new a new file altogether, so it will be much lighter as well. First I want to see the overall size on how it will look like. It's taking so long. There's so many layers in this file. I mean, I could do something. I could try and see if they have the... I could try and navigate the files of the game itself and see if there are the original files for each god and see their resolution. Let's see. Not really. How large is the file with so many layers? Let me check. I never checked it, to be honest. Let me see it right away. Okay. Group project. Okay, this file is large. 1.5 gigabytes. So, to be honest, I thought it'd be much larger. Yeah, I thought way worse, to be totally honest. I mean, to be fair, I did some cleanup earlier. Now, usually, I don't remember the threshold, but when a Photoshop file becomes very large past a certain point, it forces you to save in a different format than the one you usually use, because there is a format specific for very large files. But so far it never asked me that, so I never reached that threshold. Now, let me make a new file. God selection screen. You are able to see it, I hope. Let me double check. Here we go. Yeah, wrong stuff. Okay, so now we have one moment. Wait, does it change every time I... Yeah, okay. For some reason, whenever I change file, it resizes the window. So it may look a bit weird for now, but hang with me. So now what we'll need to do is grab these ones. No, sorry. Where is it? One of these examples. Bring them over to here. Resize them. Okay. And now for each so we have the main god over here. So what I'm going to do is simply drag and drop. It's big like this and the format is a bit weird, so I'm not sure if I should do it in a smaller resolution or not, or maybe simply make it larger. Yeah, fuck it, let's make it larger. I don't want to lose the detail, so we'll do something like this, and then do it like this. So this is how it will be. Let's make a copy just in case. Now, I made way back a small test on how it would look like with the correct lighting and stuff, which is something of this sort. So I'll keep this one as a reference. But I'll keep it off because it's very like it will have this look, but I need to add the most crucial thing, which is, so essentially now the original idea was to have every mask rotate around it. As we made the different masks, we've noticed how it was essentially impossible and too full of stuff. So we decided to make an idea of essentially have some sort of mirror over here, which has different fractures, and in each fracture there is a reflection of a portion of a reflection of the masks that we've done so far. Although I realize it may take some more time, and I don't think we'll be able to finish this one in time. So instead of starting and finish it midway in the next like instead of starting now and then in the next stream do just like 1 hour finishing it, I think I would rather end the stream today, and then in the next stream, which I'll give it also a proper name for proper celebration for reaching this big milestone for the project, and give it a proper conclusion there instead of trying to rush things up over here. Plus, we are nearing a time where I need to end it because I need to go out and do stuff. I apologize if I may end it a bit sooner. It's just like 15 minutes sooner, nothing too crazy. Let me just simply save this file with the others. Got selection screen, perfect. So, I'm really excited for the next stream, which will have some celebration as we'll finally be able to finish the main key art for the god. If we manage to complete it, which I think it will, because it's really nothing too crazy. in terms of drawing and stuff, because it's mostly grabbing the different elements, meshing them together. The only thing we'll need to draw from scratch, or maybe photobash, is the mirror itself. But other than that, the process will be fairly straightforward, and I don't think it will take me much, nothing more than 1 hour and a half. I think in 1 hour and a half we managed to finish the key art. If that's the case, I'm not sure what I would show later in the same stream. Maybe try to... I could try to ask something. If it works, it may be something cool. But I'll keep it a secret, because I don't want to say I'll do something and then end up not doing. I just need to ask some people and ask for a few favors. That doesn't mean that if we finish the main art, it doesn't mean it will be one and done. It may be possible that we need to change it later in the future, if we'll need to be, depending on the direction the project will go overall. But I think it's still a big celebration, because one, I'll have enough material to send over to the other people, and they can already implement it in game and see how it will look like overall. And second, I think it's a good point in which I can switch things up with the not with the schedule in terms of hours, but rather in terms of content. So up until now, every stream has been dedicated to this project. Now that we have reached this big milestone, I think we'll tone down a little bit with the streams dedicated to the project and have some other streams dedicated to other stuff like minor projects, exercises, things like that. Something that adds some more variety. Nevertheless, all of these streams that I'm making right now, they will be bundled up together in one single playlist on YouTube for anyone who is interested to watch them, if they want to see the entire process. And then this project will be still an ongoing project, but the frequency of the streams about it will be at least half. So I'm thinking that after completing the main art, instead of doing 4 streams every week, all 4 streams every week, we'll do maybe 2 of them every week. Maybe alternating, we'll make one stream to the project, the second for something else, then the third for this project, and the fourth for something else. We'll see how it goes. I think this one can be a good opportunity to both refresh my brain and try to work on something new, and also to avoid burnout, because I realize how working too much consecutively on something can lead to disastrous results, which may impact the overall performance and quality of the product. So yeah, the next stream will be something really special, at least for me, who has been working on this project for well over a month by now. So far, the reception of what I've been doing has been amazing. Everyone has been liking and appreciating what I've been doing, giving amazing feedback, and most importantly, amazing support. So yeah, the next stream will make the final key art for the game. Doesn't mean the project is finished. And then I think in the one after that will be doing one stream dedicated exclusively to playing the game itself. So I can show you guys what this game is about, and maybe give you an opportunity to try it out if it's something that interests you. Having said that, this has been a very good stream. I think one of my favorites. I'm really excited for for what's to come. But what can I say? I guess I will see you guys on Monday. This has been the Void Executive. Thank you guys for coming to this stream. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.